Once, in a remote ashram, a young disciple lived under the guidance of a renowned guru. This disciple, though devoted and diligent in his spiritual practices, had a habit that troubled him deeply. He spoke excessively and impulsively. Whenever he met someone, he felt compelled to share his opinions about them with others, regardless of the time or situation. Whether asked or not, he would express his judgment on every aspect of life, from people's actions to the organization of activities in the ashram. This tendency led him to pontificate on the actions and choices of other students and teachers in the ashram, often without fully understanding the circumstances or motivations behind them. His incessant whispering behind others' backs had made him an outcast, not only among the students, but also among the teachers. Despite his good intentions, his attempts to help others with unsolicited advice ended up isolating him further. His closest friends, seeing the consequences of his unfiltered words, began to avoid his company. Even the other disciples of the ashram would mock him behind his back, reducing him to an object of ridicule for his lack of self-control and discernment. Thus, tormented by the isolation and rejection that his imprudent words had brought him, the disciple turned to his guru for help. Humbly, he confessed his inner struggle and sought advice on how to rid himself of this harmful habit. The guru, with his usual wisdom and compassion, listened to the disciple's tale attentively. Then, with a gentle smile, he said, "My son, the problem is not just speaking too much, but your attitude towards knowledge and others. True wisdom lies in the awareness of one's limitations and the humility to learn from others." The guru then took the disciple under his guidance, teaching him the importance of listening attentively, without judging or offering unsolicited advice. He taught him that silence can be more eloquent than words, and that wise speech is like a precious pearl, spoken only when appropriate. Together, the guru and the disciple explored 5 occasions when it is preferable to remain silent, delving into each situation and learning the relevant lessons. 1. When words might hurt rather than heal. The disciple learned that the power of words lies not only in their literal meaning, but also in their emotional impact on others. The guru taught him the importance of careful reflection before speaking, evaluating whether his words would bring relief or pain to those who heard them. 2. When one has insufficient knowledge on the subject. The guru guided the disciple to understand that wise words are those spoken with awareness and knowledge. He taught him that it is better to remain silent rather than speak superficially or presumptuously about a topic of which one does not have a complete understanding. 3. When witnessing injustice or malice. The disciple learned that silence can be an act of resistance against injustice and malice. The guru taught him that sometimes it is better not to participate in negative or harmful conversations, but rather to oppose them through action, or by choosing not to engage. 4. When being the target of anger or hatred. The guru guided the disciple to understand that true strength lies in calmness and kindness, even in the face of others' hostility. He taught him that responding to anger with kindness can break the cycle of negativity and promote understanding and reconciliation. 5. When someone shares a vulnerable part of their life. The disciple learned that empathetic listening is a powerful form of compassion and support. The guru taught him that when someone opens up and shares their vulnerability, it is sacred, and it is essential to offer one's listening without judgment or advice, but with love and understanding. Together, these lessons taught the disciple the importance of mindful silence and compassionate communication, enriching his spiritual path and his ability to relate to others. Over time and with practice, the disciple began to see the fruits of these teachings in his daily life. His once untamed tongue became more controlled and measured. He learned to appreciate the power of silence and to use words with wisdom and compassion. Finally, with gratitude in his heart, the disciple thanked his guru for showing him the way to more mindful communication and a more meaningful life. And so, with a renewed commitment in his heart, he continued on his spiritual journey, aware that true wisdom lies not in speaking, but in listening and understanding. What do you think of these teachings? Let me know in the comments. I wish you to live in peace forever and look forward to seeing you here on the channel, The Secret of Samadhi. See you soon.